Hello and welcome to Osiris, guys! Man, I have done some work. Look at this thing, I've added 2 layers to our nice and shiny farm, and the blazes are trying to shoot me already. And just while hanging around building this thing, I have received these here skulls. So I'm not saying it's super efficient or anything like that, I'm not saying that, but you know, it certainly is getting the job done. But at the moment, guys, it's fairly manual. It's fairly manual. I mean, I have to run up here. I usually start at the top, because you can have a little sneak peek here, maybe. Press the button. Press that button. Press that button. And the flying machines are off. And hopefully we'll get some wither skeletons here. So then we wait, right? And after a while they'll return and maybe some drops will come down here. So we go back here, we flick the lever. We have to go and look at them. Because it's more fun that way anyway. And they've died, right? So then we can go back here again, flick the lever. And then we have to go here, push the button, and the drops that didn't spew out, they are picked up. So yeah, that's a fairly manual process, and I want to today automate it. So we're gonna do some redstone on camera, guys. Okay, so prepare to face palm. But I'm gonna first of all explain what it is I want to happen here. So I think that this is what I've done so far. It's going to be an etho hopper clock, but as you can see we have 1 sticky and 1 non-sticky piston. That means that this thing will run when it gets a signal from this end by pushing all the things into the hopper and then back again into this hopper, and then it'll stop until it gets a signal again, because this block can't pull the redstone block back. So this is going to control how long this is active for. So that's the first thing that I think that we're gonna have happen. And in point of fact, when we get here, like when the farm is off and all that, we're gonna flick a lever or something like that over here maybe, and this thing will start. And so the first thing that's gonna happen is that it's gonna crush. And then my idea is that once this retracts, or even when we start crushing, it doesn't really matter, or both, it's gonna send a signal onto here, to this block, which is going to send the cart off. And when we're going to probably have a one of these things, detector rails. One of these rails is going to be a detector rail, and so when the cart passes over here, that's going to send a signal up here to these 3 flying machines. So that's my idea. And then we need to have an on and off switch, like maybe here. You know, so on and off. And that is because we can't leave this area with this farm running, right? Oh yeah, the last bit is when the flying machine returns, I want to somehow send a signal down to start this hopper clock over again, and thus crushing the mobs. So it'll go around, basically it'll go around the whole farm. Like this is my idea. Now, I am not a redstone genius, guys. I'm inventive and stuff like that, but I have very little experience of actually building redstone stuff. I discussed this the other day with some of the other YouTubers who kept claiming that I was good at this stuff, and I'm not good at it. I'm good at coming up with ideas, but I'm really bad at the practical building side of things. So I am incredibly sure, in point of fact, that there are way more efficient ways to do what I am about to do. But this is what I've come up with, so this is my solution for now. And I mean, if it's working, then we can always tweak it later, can't we? So there's no, as we say in Sweden, there's no cow on the ice. That's what we say in Sweden. Let's see, do I have any blocks? I have some. So let's put some blocks here maybe, and make this into a hopper clock. And some dust. Okay, so this is all simple. I don't know what the timing is going to be on this thing. But I do know that if, for instance, we put, let's say we put 4 items in, right? I don't know if you saw that, but they were all ended up where we put them in. So if we do it again, right, you can see that the hopper is, or the redstone block is here, and this is unpowered, and of course this is unpowered as well. So when we put in the items, this is not powered, and then it's unpowered. So this runs once, and then if we have, for instance, a that's the wrong way, isn't it? If we have like an observer here, for instance, just as a for instance, or any other thing like that, if we update this, it runs once. Oh, okay, now I've created the clock, haven't I? Trust me, it runs once. Right, there we go. And then if I break this, it'll run once again. There we go. So that's that. So that might, well, I might leave that there. So then we need to sort of just take the signal. What's in here? All sorts of rubbish. Take the signal over to here. So guys, as you can see, I've also half-slabbed quite a bit of this now. Only up here really on the fortress. But I think that really helps out with the rates. And there's still stuff, you know, where pigmen can spawn and stuff like that. But it's getting better for sure. And you know, this type of farm is obviously going to be always a work in progress. Where you can always make it better and so on. So this is interesting now. I have 32 items in this thing, and I've just wired it back here, like I said I would, in point of fact, into that block. And so if we give this here an update now, I'm hoping that the blaze and the pigmen are gonna die. I need some sort of block. When the skeleton is not, so then we can slay him. Pigman died, blaze died. So 32 items should be enough. In fact, it should be more than enough. Come on. Look. Maybe I need to take some out, in point of fact. Yeah, but I can fine-tune that later. I just want to kill this guy, and then we'll keep going. We'll keep going, yeah. Next step here is we need to figure out some way to sort of just prolong the signal here. And I'm thinking observer actually. I don't know, let's see. We probably could do with something like that, having maybe a line here in the end, going to somewhere around here, right? Maybe it needs to go under here and there, yeah. Okay, but anyway, if we just have an observer block that observes that way, what happens if we do that? Is this block gonna be detected, being updated? That's doubtful actually. Let's put another block on top here and put this there, right? And then oh, I'm out of those. Let's put some slabs here. Another block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll put a repeater on the 10th one. That should give us enough power, shouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So now, if we update this, we should see the cart rolling twice, right? Once when this thing starts, and then once when it's over. And I mean, that's not perfect. Ideally, it should only roll after the thing is done, but I don't really care. It's fine, it's good enough for me. That did not work. Let's perceive it for a bit. Let's see what it does. Yeah, I really want to get better at practical redstone, you know, but okay, so it did send a signal. Maybe this needs to have a little delay. Maybe one of these. Let's go and give it another update and see what happens. There we go. Ah, yes, it's sent away. Oh, another thing we really should fix before we do anything else is we should... oh, What's that now? My inventory is full again. What can I throw away? Gold, rotten flesh. There we go. We should really have a hopper underneath here, shouldn't we? And maybe a chest here. Yeah, that's fine. Fine for now anyway. Chest. And away with you, stupid flesh. Of the rot variety. So there we go. And then we had a powered rail on top here, didn't we? So, that's fine. Now we want to have an activated rail. And I don't think we can have it there, because that will activate that. So it's going to have to be on this here block. Oops. It's not an activator rail, it's a detector rail. I keep mixing them up, by the way. There we go. And then... yeah, we should have a signal, and then we should do something. we'll get to what later. How strong a signal does this output? I don't know that. I've never really used these things. So, if we first of all can recombobulate our thingy here and press the button. Okay, I reckon that gives 15 signal. That's cool. Okay, so that's that. What was the next step? Alright, so now we want to get up here. And... well, basically, I think first of all, we're going to take this pillar down. Because this is not going to be doing us any good. I have this idea for using slime blocks and redstone blocks to activate these flying machines. And so I think we're going to try and set that up. Whoop! Beep! Right. Oh, I should have taken the buttons down as well, shouldn't I? You there. Shush with you. Well, let's see. So if basically if we have a piston, a sticky piston like here, no, not like that. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Here, right? So if we do that, and then we need some slime blocks, and we need these, right? We go 1, 2. And this is the block that we need to update, isn't it? So we go to that. And this is one below, like you can see. That's intentional. No. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Honestly. Okay, 3 blocks. And then another one there. And then we can take this button away. And my inventory is full of rubbish again. It's mainly not rubbish, but it's some rubbish. And then we go 1, 2, 3. Take the button away. And a redstone block. Okay? So what will happen now is that when that piston extends, these redstone blocks will hopefully power these blocks. Which should hopefully send the flying machines off. Unless there are too many blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, these are sticky. Okay, so possibly, I do have these. Possibly I could exchange these for glazed terracotta blocks. And that might work. But it's also probably sticking to that. Okay, so I don't think we can have them just going into the repeater like that. So what I've done now is I've put them 1 block back, and there's a block with a repeater leading into that block. Because then it gets the focus signal into that block, which is what we want. And it does work, except obviously, as you can see, it doesn't work. Because something is preventing these from being retracted. So if I show you, if we push that up like that, and then we break this, oh, I know why. It's not the slime block. I'm an idiot, of course. I told you guys. I told you that we're gonna be facepalm, face planting. So we have to fix that somehow. These are just endlessly doing this now. Let's try and remove them. Yes, how do we fix this? Well, we can add some more pistons, surely, right? So, we can add a piston here. Maybe we can add a piston here. Or, wait a minute, we can add a slime block here. Oh, in point of fact, you know what? Can't this whole, but it'll probably be too many blocks, right? But can't this whole thing, it's worth trying out anyway, right? Can't this whole thing be like one over here? So we have that there, and then we just go ham with these. I hope I have enough. And go up here like this, all the way up to the top. Please have enough. Yeah, I just have enough actually. Right, and then we can attach these blocks like that, right? But it's gonna be too many blocks, I suspect. So let's try that. Let's see. Where's the next one gonna be? There, and then there, right? Probably one too many blocks or something silly like that. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to avoid that as well, or circumvent. Yeah, nothing happens now. So it's too many blocks. I'll figure out a solution for that, and then we'll be right back. Well, for once the solution was very simple. Just we had the piston down here before, I moved it up, and now it's less blocks and it works fine. And I've just tested it. So that is cool. So I've also done this little bit here. So from the detector rail now, we have a line here, repeater. I put it on 2 ticks. I just want this to properly go up and then down, so that the flying machines actually definitely positively get sent off. And then when the signal dies, this comes down again. This is actually a badge switch, by the way, so watch what happens now. Old style badge switch. But it doesn't matter, we're not going to use that technology. So now the final step here is to sense when this piston is here, or comes into here, or gets out of there, I suppose, and then put a signal to that, well, to that block really. But I'm thinking it could be simple, maybe. And we just put an observer there, and then what do we do? Well, we could have observers, I suppose, going down like that. Although that feels a bit expensive, maybe. I don't want it like that. But okay, so then we can do it for now. We can always change it out later, of course. Then we want to have something like that, maybe? Oh no. These slabs are gone. So maybe like that, right? Maybe do that, so it looks a bit better. Don't I have any full blocks? Yes, I do. Why don't I use them then? And then, well then, because now I need slabs. So then we just pull this over here, maybe. Like that. Well, I mean, it's worth a try, isn't it? Let's see. I think an observer... Right, yeah. It received an update when I placed the redstone, of course. So now this might work. I just need to wait for it to finish here, and then we can have a try. What? What? I've created a monster. What did it do then? What are you doing? Okay, so they're off. That's done. Okay. Let me just kill this guy. I mean, come on, he might have a skull. Oh. Okay, so these come back now. That activates the crusher. The cart is off. Cart is back. Flying machines are off. Cart is back still, and this is presumably is counting up now. It's gonna be done soon. And when it is, the cart should go again. Oh, the cart did not go again. Oh, because this is not done. It's not done. Oh wow! Look at that guy. Okay, the cart is off. Yeah, this kind of works. I think maybe there are just too many items in this thing for sure. Let's see. Let's take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's take out 8. Yeah, and call it good for now. Maybe this guy has a skull. No? Okay, fine. Right, so where are we now? So the flying machines are off, they're coming back. Sending a signal to the crusher. That's all good. Did the cart go away? It's hard to say. They still died, even with the less items in it. So that's good. Okay, off the cart goes. Although very slowly. Okay. Yeah, I think we have a working system. I just need to figure out where to sort of put the on and off switch. So let's ponder that for a second here. Is this observer? So what if we do something like that? And put the lever on there. Right, and then we put, let's see here, we need a repeater here then. Right, and a repeater here. And that locks it when the lever is on. So now the signal won't actually reach that. So the crusher won't activate. Let me just kill these guys. I want to get a skull on camera here. So now, kamikaze slimes are here, of course. Now the whole thing stops. Right, but this won't actually start it again. That's an off switch, not an on switch, I'm afraid. So we're going to have to think a little bit more cleverly about that. And of course we can also do... But wait, okay. So the flying machines, if I activate this manually, the flying machines will fly away again, right? So maybe this is the wrong place to have the off switch and on switch. But actually, wait a minute, what we can do, if we want to, is we can just flick that. And then we can push the button. That should start the whole farm up. Yep, that's cool. Okay. I think we're going to keep it at that, like this for now. This is far more automated than it was. And you know, I like that I came up with it on camera and with you guys. And I mean, it's probably incredibly overcomplicated. And let me know in the... Oh, no, I'm stuck. There we go. Let me know in the comments what I could do better. Because I do really want to improve my redstone, my practical redstoning, and not just have bright ideas that I then let AC Badfish implement, you know what I mean? Let me know how I can become better at redstone, basically. What I could have done better here. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to have to be it for today. If you liked the episode, leave a like, leave a comment, share and subscribe. And yeah, I think when I get back from my upcoming holiday, I might well do a little tutorial on this farm. Although I need to do the redstone better probably, so again, let me know. And but anyway, I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.